Hey guys, hello my favorite people, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first time here. I know that it has been a while and I have really missed you guys, but I am back now for good. And in today's video I'm going to be sharing with us how to make this lovely 8 pieces 8 panels maxi skirt that you can see here on your screen. This skirt is versatile, you can rock it with anything at all. So if you're interested in learning something like this, keep on watching and let us get straight into this tutorial. For this project, I'll be making use of this beautiful soft denim fabric. It has a little bit of stretch on both sides and I have 4 yards here. So we are going to start off by doing a little bit of calculation. The formula required to achieve this skirt is your waist circumference divided by the numbers of panels you want. I am working with a waist circumference of 32 inches and I'm going to divide that by 8 panels. So I have a total of 4. Now because I am going to be cutting this skirt on fold, I'm going to go ahead and divide that 4 into 2 and finally I have 2 inches. So if you want 6 panels, go ahead and divide your waist by 6. If you want 10 panels, go ahead and divide that by 10. But for me, I want 8 panels. That is why I'm dividing it by 8. Right here, I have my fabric laid out on the floor and it is on fold, and I folded it by how wide I want each of my panels to be. So I'm going to be explaining this later on. First of all, I'll start off by marking the length of my skirt, and this skirt is going to have a waistband, so I'm going to be subtracting the length of my waistband from the actual length of this skirt. The height of my waistband is going to be 1.5 inch, and I'm going to place that 1.5 inch mark at the very top of this my skirt, and then I'll go ahead and take my skirt's measurement. I'm working with a skirt length of 45 inches. I'll add extra 1 inch to hem this skirt and another ½ inch to attach my waistband to the waist of my skirt. So in total, I have 46.5 inches, and that is what I am going to go ahead and mark here. I'll also go ahead and mark this on the other side of my skirt, and then I'll connect these points together to create a straight line. I decided to use a marker to make the lines more visible, and right here I am done creating a straight line here. So I'm going to come to the waistline and impute that 2 inches that we calculated earlier, but I'll be adding 1 inch to that for seam allowance to join the panels together. Now I'll come to the hemline and I'm going to go ahead and determine how wide I want my panel to be. So each of my panel, I want it to be 20 inches wide, and because this is on fold, I'm going to be marking 10 inches and then I'll add 1 inch for seam allowance to join the panels together. And as you can see, everything I have there is 11 inches, which is what I folded earlier. Remember when I told you that you should fold your fabric by how wide you want each panel to be? This is what I mean. So by the time you're done drafting, you would not have any excess fabric wasting. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and blend the hemline of this my skirt. So if I measure what I have in the center right here, you see that I have about 45 inches, and at the side I have 45.5 inches. So I'm going to mark ½ inch and just blend it towards the center, and this is going to help us eliminate any sharp corners and pointy ends by the time we join these panels together. And finally, we are done with the drafting of this panel. All I need to do is grab my scissors and cut through. After cutting, guys, this is what I have. This is one panel, and right here I'm just going ahead to pin this down so that it doesn't move, because fabric is soft and it kind of moves around when you're cutting. After pinning this, I'll set this aside and fold my fabric to cut out more panels. I'm going to show you how you'd fold your fabric so that you maximize your fabric and reduce wastage. This is me folding my fabric, and after folding it, you're going to notice that I have kind of like an A-line shape, okay, a slanted A-line shape. On this side where my waist was previously, you can see that I have more fabric on that side, and this other side where I have my hem, you can see that I have less fabric right there. So this is what you'd have whenever you cut in an A-line form. Okay, if you're really looking to conserve fabric, I mean, who doesn't want to conserve fabric? Who wants to waste their fabric? This is the formula for you, is a pattern for you. The only downside is that you have to cut this one by one. You cannot fold your fabric multiple times and get multiple panels at once. You have to cut the panels one by one. So this is like the only disadvantage, but the pro outweighs the con, right? Okay, so that is that. So now I have placed my first panel and I'm just going ahead to shift align, and I am going to cut this out, and then I'll fold my fabric again and just keep cutting till I get 8 panels. Now I am done cutting out 8 panels, and I'm going to open one up so that I see what each panel looks like. So this is what I have. If you want more volume at the hem part, you can go ahead and add more. If you want less volume, reduce. So I'm going to bring the other panel and place it on top of this one, right sides facing each other, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch it down using that 1-inch seam allowance that I added. So in the same manner, I am just going to go ahead and stitch the 8 panels together, and after stitching them together, this is what I have. I'm already in love with what I'm seeing. I went ahead to open press all my seams. So as you're sewing, you're open pressing, you're ironing, and if you notice, I've gone ahead to like iron out all the creases. Right here, I'm trying to show you what the hem of my skirt looks like. It's really wide. I love the volume. So now I'm going to fold this together, right sides facing each other, and I'm going to go ahead and close this up by 1 inch. Okay, but I'm going to leave an opening at the top of about 6 to 7 inches for my zipper to sit in. This is what I have. After doing that, I went ahead to open press it, and the next thing I'm going to do is attach my waistband and my zipper. So this is my waistband. I've already gone ahead to prepare it, but I'm going to open it up and show you how I prepared my waistband. So I have a waistband of about 1.5 inches here, as you can see. So if I open this up, you're going to see that I have about 5 inches. So this is 5 inches measured out here. I started by folding in half of an inch. I folded in half of an inch and ironed it down. So this half of an inch is my seam allowance to attach it to the waist of my skirt, and then I went ahead to fold it in again by 1.5 inches, which is the length of my band, and the remaining fabric that I have, I folded it inwards like this and ironed it down. However, when I was folding it in, I left out about, let's say, half of a 1/4 inch. Can you see that? Just very tiny like this, half of a 1/4 inch. And I did this because I want to use the stitch in the ditch method to attach my waistband. Feel free to use whatever method of attaching waistband that is easier for you. I just like to use this method because it gives me a very clean finish. I'm going to bring my skirt now and my waistband. I'm going to open it up. So you see this 1/2 inch that iron I told you that's for my seam allowance. I'm going to place it on the waist of my skirt, and I'm just going to go ahead and stitch it down like so. Can you see that I've gone ahead to stitch it down? And the next thing I'm going to do is now fold in this my waistband. I'll push in all the seam allowance upwards towards the waistband. So what I'm doing is I'm using the waistband to conceal like the raw edges, and then I'll take this to my sewing machine, and then I'll stitch right in between my stitches. I'm not stitching on top of the waistband, I'm not stitching on the skirt either, I'm just stitching on my stitch line. So it is called the stitch in the ditch method, and after doing this, you would not see any seam line on your waistband. And finally, I'm going to attach my zipper and hem this skirt. I lost the footage where I did this, but that is like the last process. And after doing all this, you're going to have something that looks like this. I am so in love with the volume of this skirt. I love the outcome. I went ahead to pair it with my red crop top, and I love this skirt because it's versatile. You can rock it with anything. And with that being said, we've come to the end of today's video. If you like this video in any way at all, go ahead and give this video a like so that more people can get to see it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. If you have any questions, thoughts, suggestions, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.